Hey guys, it's Nay here, and excuse me, but it is incredibly late. I've been so busy this week, this past 2 weeks actually, with parents and boyfriend's parents and everyone just dropping by. Even today I had both sets of parents here and our godson, nephew, and it was just crazy. But finally getting the video done for today's, tomorrow's post. And today I thought I would do a little bit of a comparison between 12 by 12 layouts and Project Life layouts, and I'm going back to my old 2007-2006 album. It was the first album I found in my house. Most of my albums are back at my parents' house 3 hours away, so I just picked up this one. It was so random, but I thought I would do a few little comparisons between the two. But yeah, I'm just showing you a few of the pages here at the moment. They're not that great, guys. Remember, this is back 2006, 2007. I hand cut most of my embellishments. I used buttons, and I was a uni student, so I basically didn't have that much money. I still don't have that much money. But yeah, I did the best I could with the scrap supplies I had. And if you can see from these layouts, most of the pictures aren't of me. They're my sister. There's one of me. But most of my layouts are of my sister and her friends, and I think I sort of lived vicariously through her because I had 3 jobs at the time and I was at uni and I really didn't have a life. But most of the layouts, as you will see, are paper pieced. I cut a lot of squares and rectangles and stuff and just made layouts from that. I used a lot of mixed media, but in general, looking at my layouts from back in those days, God, that makes me sound a little bit old. 12 by 12 layouts generally have a lot of excess wasted space, as I now like to call it after changing over to Project Life. There's all these patterns and white space, and that's a positive term for waste of space. Most of my 12 by 12 layouts, at least, I'm just going to use it as a base in my 12 by 12 layouts because I don't want to put 12 by 12 layouts in this bracket because I think they have their own. It's like reading a different genre of books, right? But yeah, I'm tracing around my hand stitching on a layout. But most of my layouts have this white space and they have a story. They have just one photo that tells a story. Look, I even scrapbooked my shoes, for crying out loud. And then 50,000 photos of my cat. It's not even my cat, it's my sister's cat. So I really didn't have a life. And these photos, yes, they portrayed where I was at that point in my life, and it wasn't that great a point in my life. It wasn't worth documenting. But you find most 12 by 12 layouts use a lot of lettering, a lot of piecing together, and it's like a jigsaw puzzle. And a lot of, I know now if I got stuck into 12 by 12 pages, they'd be really bulky, more bulky than these ones are now. But these two are my favorite pages. You can see like 2007 and like lettering is coming off. The adhesive wasn't that good. I hope these layouts that I'm doing now like stand the test of time. But this tree, this jacaranda tree, I actually hand drew and watercolor pencils and black outline. And I was a real doodler. My thing when I was a 12 by 12 scrapbooker was doodling, drawing, and that sort of thing. If you couldn't tell, the pink backing on this layout is actually all paper pieced, all little strips cut up and journaled and doodled around. And those little beads on that page are all my cat who's sitting on my albums. Yeah, the little beads on there are all hand sewn. I couldn't believe I actually sat down and spent that amount of time on a blooming layout. Like, that's just crazy. So yeah, most of the layouts tell just a single story. They don't tell a whole week of events. When I was looking through this album, one of the layouts was from 2006, and the 2007 layouts were before that. There it is there, the 2006. And the other layouts I had were before that. But yeah, I can't see the appeal of 12 by 12 layouts anymore. That's just me personally. Don't, send me hate mail or hate posts on YouTube. It's just not my style anymore. It's just not my book. It's just not what I like to read anymore. It's not what I like to do. But I just find that these layouts are very much a waste of space and a waste of storytelling, really. They're just pointless. And they have no real chronological order. There's a photo there of me and my brother as children, and then there's another one on the next page where we're, I don't even know who it was. I think it was my sister or something. I can't remember. And there's one of my friends. It was my best friend's sister, actually. And then this one, look, there's a calendar, kind of like Project Lifestyle is now, but on a 12 by 12 page for a whole month. And the pictures are so small, and there's not a lot of storytelling there. It's just photos on dates. And this yellow page, hello. I didn't even take these photos. These photos were taken off Google. And the 5 things I think about when I think of yellow. I do like this last layout, even though it's simple and a little bit boring and not my style anymore. And sort of reminds me a little bit of St. Paddy's Day, but it's a Christmas one. So that was my 12 by 12 scrapbook album from 2007. Flimsy little album. And now here's my Project Life. This was only 3 or 4 months of 2012, so I started September 2013, I should say, not 2012. Duh. That's my title page. As you can see with Project Life, they have little pockets, you slip the cards into them. And this 12 by 12 times 2, so is a whole week. And it was my birthday week. And you just slip the little pictures in and put a little bit of embellishment on there. You still get your embellishments and your pattern papers and everything from your like your 12 by 12 layouts. It's just on a smaller scale, and it's confined to a small area, and it keeps you organized, and it keeps photos processed in a chronological order. It allows you to document real dates and real times and keep them in order. I mean, like, I'm keeping extra photos in a little pocket that I maybe don't want people to see. They're not the best of photos, but they still give me they provide a memory for me. Some of these filler cards, yes, filler cards, i.e. waste of space, but it's less of a waste of space. And most of my filler cards I do try and make use as to tell part of the story. As you can see there, I just had my IKEA docket. I put in some memorabilia in these pages, and I'm so in love with Project Life and how easy it is to document your life, and how much more concise it is to document your life and keep fragments of your life that are important to you. I think now, even though I'm a little bit older, I have a greater a greater handle on what's important to me in my life. And I mean, maybe back then when I was younger, red high heel shoes and photos of my sister were the most important things in my life. But now I'm a little bit older, there is much more going on in my life that's worth documenting and worth keeping. And it's just such a good point in my life that I don't think I'd be able to capture this amount of information in a book of 12 by 12 pages. I just don't think the story would be so full and, have so much depth to my stories and the parts of my life, the pockets, the little 3 by 4 squares of my life, you may say. It's not really a square though, it's a rectangle. Sorry. Sorry if I'm rambling and you hate rambling, but I am just showing you through these albums. Well, this is a card. You don't have to just put photos and journaling and stuff. You can put in your receipts and your tickets and cards you get from people and, letters you get from people. I mean, there's another waste of space. There's a lot of waste of space on that page. Mustn't have had much going on that week. I mean, I have screenshots there from phone messages and things like that. And just the day we got our glasses, those messages came through. Here's the latest one you saw the other week on the blog, actually. And then at the end, I've still got 2 weeks to do in my 2013 album, so there's some more memorabilia. And I also put in the back of my Project Life books the end of the year 2013 year in review magazine. So yeah. So I hope, beyond my rambling and talking about my X 12x12 layouts and my brand new shiny sparkly 2013 PL layouts, that you could see the difference between the styles of scrapbooking, the 12x12 traditional layouts and the new Pocket Page Project Life layouts. If you want to know more about Project Life, I'm actually going to be doing a series of these videos, how to get started and all this stuff. But for now, I'm going to say goodbye, and I love you all. Thank you so much for subscribing to my videos. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to do a few process videos and whatnot. And I have a few announcements that I want to get out there as well. So stay tuned. There are videos. I haven't left you all. I'm coming back. I love you all. Bye, guys.